Hi everyone, it's Fiona here from fionamarks.com, and I am here with some videos reminding you about AstroliJam that is taking place this Sunday, the 11th of July. AstroliJam is a gathering of astrology enthusiasts. We get together with one chart that we've had a chance to have a look at, and then we just jam off each other. It's a bit of a geek out for astrologers, really. So let me share with you the chart that we're having a look at. And this week, I thought I'd share with you one of the things the biggest things that came out of the first AstroloJam was really that experience that we can often have when you're beginning to read a chart, which is that moment where you open the chart and there's a blank piece of paper where you're writing your notes and what you're going to say in the session. And how do you face that moment of the blank piece of paper when you're looking at a chart with all this amazing information? How do you really begin? And so this is one of the things that I'll be asking all the astrologers that come along. So it's a great way to get tips for how your style, how you might like to start your charts. And I certainly found that moment was confronting. So I myself have a routine that I do regardless of whatever chart I'm looking at. I take a moment to have a look at the shape of the chart. And you can see this chart that we have in front of us here. We've got, one side and the other side. We've got things in the fourth house and the fifth house. They're in Gemini and in Cancer. And we have things all the way down that left column. So Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces all have planets in them. So sometimes that says a little something to me, and I make a note of that. In this case, I didn't see much when I looked at that. And then my very first go-to after that is that I look at the combination of where the house lords have gone in the chart, the Bhava yogas, and I don't look them up in a book or analyze them particularly deeply. I just write down for myself the very basic structures of the chart. So if we looked at this chart, I would notice the first thing I would write down is that I have Mars, the second and the ninth in the first. And then after I write down 2 and 9 in one, afterwards I just write down something to myself about what that might say. And so here I notice that I've got 2 and 9 have both got a finance aspect to them, right? 2 is our resources and 9 is our good fortune. Grace, and it's in the first house. So I might write down something like that, or I might also notice that 2 is the immediate family and 9 is kind of our parents together. So I might notice that immediate family is going to have a big impact on this person's life path because it's the first house. And of course, I would notice that it's a trinal and an angular house combination, the ninth lord in the first house. So that's also kind of powerful. I would just write myself a short sentence about that. And then I go around for each house that has planets in it, and I do the same thing. So let's do another one together. And then you've got the general idea of how I get myself into starting any chart that I'm looking at. So here I would go that the fourth house has the 11th and 12th Lord with Rahu in the fourth house. So I would also notice 11 and 4 are financial, 11 our gains, fourth contentment, things beyond our needs. So I've got a bit of a financial indicator there, but I've also got a 12th house, a moksha house in the fourth house, a moksha house. So I would notice that. And Rahu in the fourth house is going to throw a curveball into that situation. I might notice that that's the house of the mother that's got Rahu. So I would just say a very short one-line sentence like that about each combination. And I go all the way around. And this is my way of not jumping to conclusions about the chart and wanting to just see how the chart is structured. And if we go all the way around, I'll just pause for you and get the notes that I actually took. So let's just pause here. Okay, so I just posted in my notes from my Word document. I do something really simple like this at the start of every reading that I do in order to show me the shape of the chart, show me some patterns that are in the chart before I get into the detail of analyzing everything. So you can see we went through 2 and 9 together, 11 and 4 and 12 in the fourth with Rahu. And then when we come around here to the fifth house, we've got the first lord and the 10th lord exalted in the fifth with just nothing bothering it. So this is a beautiful Raj Yoga, or a combination of those angular lords 1 and 10 in a trinal house, looking good there. And then, however, when we come round to the 10th, we've got 3, 6, 8 and K2 all in the 10th. So look at that combination of difficult house lords all together in a very activated house. And then when I get to the 11th house, I notice that it's 4th lord and 7th lord in the 11th. And what did I already know that the 11th lord went into the 4th. So I can really feel that energy is being underlined in this chart. And I have the 5th and the 12th, and I just wrote myself a note, creativity and moksha. So that is my little way that I get started so I don't freak out at the blank page, and then I go on to the rest of my process, which I'm happy to share with you. And other astrologers will have their own approaches too. So come along to AstroliJam, have a look at this chart, and tell us what you think and how you approach a chart, because that's how we all jam together and we learn from each other. All the details will be in the script below, so I hope to see you there. Okay, until Sunday, bye.